What's up, people? How are you guys doing today? This is a very short video. I just want to make for all of you guys watching out there to give you guys some quick updates on what do I expect to happen this week, the week of May 3rd, 2020, in regards to the PPP, EIDL, unemployment, and all the government stimulus programs. So big news is on Monday, tomorrow, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Congress is reconvening, and we should expect them to start working in Washington, D.C. finally on the new stimulus bill. So you guys have been hearing about all the small little bills and proposals that people have wanted to add onto this program, such as $2,000 a month, $1,000 a month, another stimulus check, rent and mortgage freezes. A lot of things have been said about this upcoming bill. Infrastructure, we don't need more stimulus. There's been a lot of politics going on. But before we get too wild up, let's unwind and wait. Let's relax and wait till tomorrow so that we can actually see what ends up happening. What I expect to happen is throughout this upcoming week and possibly the week after that, we'll start to get a little bit more details into the final of this next stimulus bill. I fully expect for there to be another stimulus bill. I just don't necessarily expect for it to move at the speed of the last one. So in my mind, keep an eye out for more stimulus, but don't expect for it to come as quickly as the last bill, especially because a lot of people haven't even received the stimulus from the last 3.5 stimulus bills. So they're not holding out too much faith on this fourth stimulus bill, technically the fifth stimulus bill. But regardless, that's something to keep track of, just to see what sort of programs they implement and if there's anything else that we need to do so that we can stay on top of it and make sure that you're able to secure your financial now. All right, so in regards to the PPP applications are still being processed. Just from what I'm able to gather, PPP applications do seem like they're being pushed ahead of EIDL loans. So SBA this past week has been really slow on processing EIDLs. It looked like less than 1,000 or so last week. Very few people I've heard of that actually received their loan or a portal invite last week. So hopefully this upcoming week we'll start to see a change, especially because this past week a lot of the PPP funds went. I think, just me personally, that the PPP funds went quicker than last time, and that's what I had expected to happen. Although I do believe there's some politics at play, and the SBA implemented certain rules and last-minute adjustments that made it so that maybe the PPP funds, in terms of the headline numbers, wouldn't run out as quickly. And one of those, for instance, was banks weren't allowed to process or submit more than 350 applications onto the SBA E-Trans system. 350 applications per hour per bank. So, if you were banking at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, and they had 100,000, 200,000 PPP applications like they literally did, they had to do it at 350 per time. And then there was also periods of time where the SBA was cutting off big banks from submitting applications, full 8-hour windows where they only allow banks with assets under $1 billion to submit applications to the E-Trans system. So all of this ultimately, it did go towards giving the smaller banks more access to the system, but it also did slow down the entire system. So in my mind, PPP funds are probably gone. I'm not saying that you can't apply right now and probably still get in to this round of funding, but PPP has only been out for 5 days or so. I personally think that if they would have let it run its course just like the first time around, it would have ran out quicker this time just because of the backlog of people that needed the program. Unemployment numbers are coming out on Thursday. Once again, I'll look into the unemployment numbers and see what I can see so I can share that information with you guys. If you guys remember from this last week and the few weeks before this week as well, I haven't been able to get as much information as usual from the Department of Labor on these unemployment reports. I haven't been able to figure out exactly which segments of the economy these job losses are occurring in before every single state would record comments letting us know different segments of their economy that these job losses were happening in. But now, 70% of them or so are just simply stating no comment, which isn't really doing that much to help me out, but does fuel this conspiracy theory that they're trying to suppress the actual unemployment reports. But that's just, and all of this honestly is just my opinion. I'm not an advisor or anything like that. I'm just some guy who invests in real estate, invests in himself, and makes YouTube videos that you're watching. So thank you guys once again for watching this video. I just wanted to give you guys some quick updates on what do I see kind of, this week looking forward. What is the outlay of the week? What are some things that we need to be mindful of, keep track of, so that we can stay on top of everything and make sure, like I said before, that you can secure your financial future and your financial now. So thank you guys once again. I really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. One love. I'm out.